Hey YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking graphic novel review. Got a pretty cheap one today from the New 52, 2011 to 16, I think.
Okay. I don't know what the run was.
Batman Volume 2, The City of Owls. Boom, boom, Batman. So yeah, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Dream Team. They are both excellent. Yeah, Capullo's art really just matches the tone and the style.
Now,
so
Capullo was the same artist from the first one as well, yes?
Yeah, he and Scott Snyder were the entire run of
because
New 52 Batman.
We talked about the art for a solid 10 minutes the last time we talked about a City of Owls.
It was so good. The whole New 52 Batman book was incredible. But, so in this book, because at the end of the last one, the Court of Owls was like, fuck it, let's send out all the Talons. So they're running all over the city, killing city officials and anyone who's important. And a bunch of them go to kill Bruce Wayne, and they're trying to sneak in through the caves, and they're like, oh shit, this is the Batcave, Bruce Wayne's Batman. So he's fighting all these Talons in the Batcave, and Alfred's there, and he uses his Thrasher bat suit, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's no Hellbat, but it's pretty tough.
Hellbat wouldn't even be... Hellbat's kind of a deus ex.
Yeah, Hellbat doesn't even exist at this point.
Okay.
But so they go... And he fights them in the air. He barely beats them. Barely beats them.
And, that's one of those fights that, sometimes in comic books a hero will barely win something and come out really bloody and beaten. And it's more of a plot device than it is genuinely, a threat to the character. This one genuinely was, pushing Batman. This wasn't just a plot device, in my mind.
Yeah, but the rest of the Bat family's going to save everyone else in the city. And then Batman's like, I gotta go stop the real bad guy. So he goes to this old children's home that his parents used to donate to. And friggin' Lincoln March is there, who seemed like a good guy. I mean, don't they always at first?
That's why I get suspicious about good guys in Batman stories.
Yeah, as soon as a good guy shows up at the beginning of a story with a new villain, it's almost always that
nice
villain.
Guy. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they just want you to think it is.
Which is a nice twist. I like it when they do that and juke me out.
And sometimes it's... Because August Hart in Flash Volume 1, he turned out to be the bad guy. He's been a good guy forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been a good guy for a while. But, yeah,
Nobody's
so Batman...
safe from being evil.
Lincoln March says that he's Thomas Wayne Jr. And the book kind of leaves it open where you can decide whether or not that's true. Yeah, which is... They did that a lot in this Batman run.
Which I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's real nice. And
interpretation is a lot of fun. Lets
you interpret it whichever way you would enjoy it more. So that way you enjoy the title more. No matter what you think. So that's pretty cool. And Lincoln March will come back a few times too. I think he might be dead now.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
I think he died in the Nightwing book.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't really matter. But he's pretty cool. He's got this high-tech owl suit that they were going to give Talons. He kind of stole it before he killed off a bunch of the owls. And he gave himself the formula that where you can freeze yourself and regenerate limbs and all that stuff. But
I want some of that formula.
Yeah, Batman does eventually take him down, of course, even after getting dragged around the city. Which is pretty cool.
The Court of Owls has definitely emphasized Batman's absolute unbreakable toughness.
They almost beat him several times in the course of 2 collections. So
they push Batman.
Yeah, they're a great villain. I really love them.
They are fantastic.
And then in this we also get the origin of Harper Row, kinda. Mm-hmm. Her story will be more relevant as we go along. You'll see her in Batman Eternal doing stuff.
Okay.
But right now she's just kind of keeping an eye on Batman, doing tech stuff. She's a tech genius, so that's pretty cool. She's no Tim Drake, but she's very close. She's on his level, almost. Just doesn't have his motivation. You'll see all that in later books.
Tim Drake is very motivated.
But yeah, so her dad sucks. Her brother gets beat up a lot because he's gay.
That's really unfortunate.
And she's bi, so they're the targets of a lot of prejudice. And
it's interesting that this was written in that 2011 time where that was really becoming a conversation in just media and culture in general.
Yeah, and Batman saves them in an alley when they're being beaten up by bigots, and then she saves him in the sewer from Tiger Shark, whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah. Nice.
And then we get this Mr. Freeze story from the Batman Annual. So good.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. Just a little story, not very long.
And they changed some things that
Yeah.
aren't...
Like the way he breaks out of Arkham is genius.
Which I love it when writers think real smart about stuff like this.
And they changed it so Nora's not his actual wife anymore, but a woman who's like 100 years old that he's just obsessed with. It turns out the reason he's obsessed with her is because he kind of drowned his mom in a frozen lake, perhaps. Not perhaps, absolutely he did. It was like, because she was like brain damaged and stuff, and he just wanted her to be at peace. And it just messed him up.
As that probably should.
Yeah. Like, the book doesn't fully explain it, but you can figure it out if you just think about
Right.
it. Because
So
he's
he's-
like, by reviving that woman, he kind of sees
He's
it
obsessed with the woman on ice, of
reviving
course.
his mom. Yeah.
It's
So
like his
good.
redemptive kind of thing.
Absolutely, it's good.
So
God, it was an amazing.
it
book.
really makes me enjoy Freeze as a villain so much more. Like before, when it was just him trying to save his wife, like okay, fine, I'm totally down with that.
That was still pretty dope. I think that episode won an Emmy or something.
I wouldn't be. I think maybe it did.
It
That's-
definitely won some award.
The animated series was so good,
It was pretty good.
so good. But you guys gotta check this out.
Yeah, I mean, it's dark. It's like real dark. This is some of the darkest Batman's been, but he can work on any level. So,
Right.
like the new Rebirth book's much brighter. It's still dark, but it's also really hopeful. Great tone balance. This book's just dark.
And this is still in that post Christopher Nolan effect of DC.
Yeah, actually,
2011.
DC got dark after The Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen and Killing Joke and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Nolan came along and they just got even darker. Like they
feel
went
like
off the deep end.
I feel like they felt like, okay, Marvel's doing this happy, uplifting, like saucy banter and joking, so
And I don't
we
like
have
that either. They swapped roles. Marvel was supposed to be the realistic,
Dark-
grounded one,
Yeah,
and then DC was supposed to be like
the bantery,
The-
wisecracking.
we don't need to explain shit because everyone's as buff as a god. It's just fantasy almost.
I really do feel like it was the Marvel stepping up in the movie role and kind of claiming that a little bit.
It's because
before-
Iron Man was sarcastic in their movie, and now every fucking Marvel book has to be a goddamn comedy almost.
Yeah,
Uh,
constant jokes, which I personally enjoy because of no connection with the comics. But I feel like DC really felt like they had to swing the other way to keep from being a copy and to keep their own individuality, but they overdid it.
They were the publisher that proved to the world comics could be mature. And then they made them too mature. No one wants every single comic to be dark. No one wants every single comic to be a comedy, though, either.
Yeah.
You can there's a middle ground, and you can have some that are super dark, like Batman. You can have some that are super uplifting. You get your Superman up there.
Yeah.
And then you can have your nice little middle ground. You can have your Spider-Man.
Pretty awkward.
That's a good one, too, yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, we should do that one next. So, final thoughts on Batman Volume 2, The City of Owls.
get it.
Yeah, it's spectacular. The whole run, even the Jim Gordon Batman stuff that people don't like, it's still pretty good. People just didn't give it a chance.
I don't know about that.
You'll get to it. I'll get those books eventually. Bloop. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Next time we'll do an Aquaman book. We actually have a bunch of Aquaman stuff. Next time we'll be doing Rebirth, catching up on that. And I don't want to say you bought the rest of New 52 Aquaman, because I bought it and you need to pay me back.
I do actually.
You owe me money.
I do.
You owe me a lot of money.
Yeah. I do
I
owe
bought
you
you like 6 books.
He did. He's the best.
I am the best. I got a big old
You're like my
thrower.
freaking dealer.
I am your dealer, absolutely. I'm a dealer for action figures too. People have been buying action figures off me
Good.
also. But yeah, so next time we'll be doing Aquaman. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. That's it. Thank you all once again, and we'll see you all.
Later.
Ooh.